Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. We're excited to be back after a week-long hiatus that was basically forced on us. I'm Zach Grubb.
And I'm Devin Grubb.
And today we are talking about episode 6, The Dive, part 1.
Our part 1.
Our part 1.
Not their part 1.
I don't think we need to specify that at this point. We're up to episode 6. People know what we're doing.
Yeah, but I feel like it still needs to be said. Especially now we got ads on Netflix.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we downgraded Netflix.
We are.
The economy.
We are the lowest tier. And you know what? It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad rewatching it with some commercials.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being real, it was only in total about 6 minutes of...
Not even. There was 3 ad breaks. 2 of them were like not even a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And the other one was only like 10 seconds. So it was like maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
In total.
Yeah, it really wasn't a significant amount of ads.
Yeah. So it's doable if the economy is getting you too.
Might depend on what you're watching though, because this is a Netflix series.
That's
Maybe there's
true.
less commercials for a Netflix series. We'll have to check.
We'll have to find out when we watch Word Party.
Well, wait. I think I just watched the Angry Birds movie with Evie. Didn't I?
Oh, you did. There was no.
There
commercials.
was no commercials.
There was no commercials.
It must depend on the. It definitely depends
Was
on
that
what
on
we're
Netflix?
watching. Yeah, that was Netflix.
Okay.
So now that we're off our
tangent, number 1.
Now that we're off our little Netflix tangent, these useless So
the cops are at the lake.
Yes, these useless ass cops do not think Jason is a suspect after his girlfriend is found dead and he's found cradling his dead friend's body in his arms.
But like he's literally being questioned. And they know they're looking at him like, wow, he's a nut job. Like,
oh, he's crazy.
He's a crazy person. But yet they don't do anything regarding him. They don't make him a suspect. And later on in the episode, they pin it on Eddie after listening to the rantings of the psycho.
Yep.
But that's fine. You know, because he's on sports.
He's on sports.
He plays the sports balls.
He gets high on sports.
He plays the sports balls, so...
Now, I will say this. And it's pretty crazy. But Eddie would have been better off if he just got arrested after the first murder. Because Vecna still would have killed 2 more people.
That's true.
And they'd have been like, well, it couldn't have been him.
That's very true. He's behind bars. How could he have done it? And then Jason would be like, oh, he's summoning his demons. And then they would have been like, yeah, that's right. Because that's literally what's happening here.
I mean, no one tells him he's right until he has his little impassioned speech moment.
We'll get there.
We'll get to that. But, like, it's so funny because Jason's sitting there going, no, Eddie's a vessel.
He's a vessel.
And the first time I watched this episode, I was like, oh, God, he's so crazy. And I can't believe they're not doing anything about this kid. Second time around, I'm kind of thinking, it's not that huge of a leap in logic for somebody who doesn't know anything about the Upside Down. Like, thinking about it realistically, he just watched, like, this kid be raised into the air and like having his bones cracked and twisted and his eyes getting torn out, and like what other possible explanation could there be?
I don't know.
For this kid who doesn't know shit about shit.
But like while that's happening, Eddie is literally like terrified in the boat in front of him. Like, how is he doing anything? Oh, through fear?
Yeah, right. Like, I'm not saying it's right that he's like, oh, Eddie did it, but it's like...
No, I know. I'm just saying, I'm just putting that out there too. Like,
yeah.
Like, use your eyes, dude. Like, he's clearly not doing anything because he's screaming with you.
Yeah, exactly. Then we cut to the U.S. military straight up torturing a guy.
The U.S. torture chamber.
Yeah, and I have no notes. This seems accurate. I'm sure this is what happened and does happen.
I just put that the FBI guy literally put in the act, like the plot to this season. Oh, what is there? A literal boogeyman doing this from another dimension? Yes, sir, there is.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
That is the plot of the show, sir. Thank you.
That's probably what he told him. Like, this guy doesn't want to give up L, but he's got to give up something. So he's probably like, yeah, there's this dude who's like attacking from another dimension.
I told you the truth. Like, that's what's happening. This is what this. Yeah,
like,
thanks for explaining the plot.
I kind of wish that we got to see that, like, during the torture, like,
if that's actually what happened.
Him trying his damnedest to tell him, like, this is what's actually happening.
This is what's going
while
on.
also knowing, like, there's no way in hell he's gonna believe me.
Right. And then from there we go to, Brenner with 11. I hate him.
Yeah. I mean, I do too. But
the only he did say something that he said, if you're lost, so are we all. To her at like the end of that scene, and he's not wrong, because like they all know that if she can't figure this out, they're screwed.
Yeah. I will say, this is very odd to me that he has every videotape from the entire experiment, like.
From everything.
Yeah, he has all of these tapes from the kids. He was presumed dead, disappeared, and clearly they didn't have these tapes at the lab, because if they did...
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, like, they didn't have these... Where the hell did these tapes come from? Like, they didn't have them at the lab, because if they did, there wouldn't be any questions about what's going on.
No.
None. So Brenner had these tapes squirreled away somewhere. And he was able to survive the Demogorgon attack, which he's got a big scar on his face. Yep. So, like, yeah, that actually happened to him. He was able to have his little shadow conspiracy Shadaloo group whisk him away.
His what?
Shadaloo is the evil organization in Street Fighter. Sorry, guys, I've been playing Street Fighter 6.
I thought you were just making up words. I was like, what?
Yeah, it would have been good, right? But no, like, he's got this evil organization that whisks him away, and all of his tapes. He's like, I can't go anywhere without my tapes. I need my tapes.
There's like 1,000 tapes.
Someday I will develop a project and call it Nina. And when 11 loses her powers, which I'm sure will happen, I will need every single one of these tapes.
And there's so many. Like, these would have had to have been in like several boxes.
Several boxes.
Because there are so many.
Look, we've moved.
The walls are lined with these tapes.
We have moved once or twice in our lives. We know what it takes to put away boxes. There would have been several boxes.
Several egg boxes.
So I guess part of me now is like, oh, so this little bunker they're in for the Nina project has always been
hiding out.
Yeah, it's always been Brenner's secret bunker,
secret lair,
where he sits with his tapes, twiddling his thumbs
until waiting for this to happen,
waiting for 11 to lose her confidence and for something to lock her brain away so that he could help her bring back her. It's so
I'm going to
dumb.
Redeem myself.
Except no, because he's still trying to use her. Asshole. It's so dumb. The entire Nina project is so dumb.
Well, from his standpoint.
No, just generally speaking.
I like going back into 11's like past though. Like like that stuff's interesting. I have no issue. It's not dumb in that sense.
I have no issue with that. It's like the over the top setup that they decided to use for this. Like, we're gonna have all these tapes of when she was a little kid, and like we've got them all scrolled away here, and she's gonna watch those tapes in her sensory deprivation chamber, mind. Even though it's a sensory deprivation chamber.
Well, she falls asleep. She goes to sleep.
She closes her eyes, sure, but
they give her like whatever they give her, it like knocks her out.
Right. Okay. Still, you're in a sensory deprivation chamber. The entire point is that you're not supposed to like feel it. Like, even if you're asleep, you've got light coming at your face. You've got the sound from the tapes. I get it, but like the entire thing feels stupid.
They're playing the tapes.
Yeah, because they show 11 when they close the thing over her, and there's like 6 screens over her head, and they're playing all the tapes over her.
They're not playing anything when they show it.
Yeah, they are. Hun, I am 110% sure about this. I am absolutely certain.
I don't remember. We literally watched it last night, and I don't remember them. Like, I know Brenner and Asshat are watching it, but I don't recall I know there were screens on the thing, but I don't recall them being played.
They were definitely on. They were definitely being played, and you can even see the reflection of them being played on her when they cut back to her laying in the tank.
I don't remember that at all, but if you say so.
We will go back, and I will show you. It is absolutely happening.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, because I am not convinced.
The entire Nina project is incredibly silly. It is so silly. And it's like, I get it as like a narrative device for bringing Elle's powers back, but it comes across as very, very silly. They could have done this in any number of ways, and they decided we're going to do... Yeah, exactly. We're going to do another sensory deprivation chamber, but this one is also going to attack your senses with light and sound. Like, what?
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it was just because they need to try new ways to, like, because she doesn't have her power.
Right.
Then we go to the kids, excuse me, driving to Eddie, or trying to find Eddie.
Yes.
Or driving to Eddie, because they
don't know that he's disappeared yet.
That he is missing from where they left him. And just a little tidbit of information from me, opinion from me. When they killed Eddie, they missed a perfect opportunity to make him and Robin friends. It was a missed opportunity for, Eddie and Robin to be friends, because, like, they're talking, and she was just like, I don't know that I can take having to tell him bad news again and watching his doe eyes break. And I was just like, Robin and Eddie, you guys would have been the best of friends.
Yep.
You would have been...
They would have been
great friends.
Robin and Eddie would have been fantastic characters to play off of each other through a whole nother season of the show.
Yeah.
No question.
But yeah, and, like, okay.
So, jumping off of that, I also love the fact that Steve brought the beer.
He did. He was like, at least he can drink his troubles away.
Yeah, they got a Miller Lite. Oh, you drink your troubles away with some Miller Lite, buddy.
Dustin approves. It was the 80s. Dustin approves snacks.
Dustin approves snacks.
So they're headed to, Reefer Rick's, basically, because that's where they knew that's where Eddie was. And when they get there, the cops are holding a press conference because that's where Patrick's body was and where Jason was found with the body. You know, Jason, who should be the primary suspect, but who do they name as the primary suspect? Eddie! 'Cause why not? Why not?
The only eyewitness is Jason.
The crazy kid.
Whose girlfriend was the first victim, who they questioned and clearly did not trust while they questioned. And he's the one who said he saw Eddie. No one else said they saw Eddie because his other crony didn't see Eddie.
Right. So it's like it's like you shouldn't.
They're believing
this kid who honestly, like, should be the one that gets this pinned on him, because any other cop would be like, "You did it.
You're screaming about people being vessels for the devil. I think maybe we need to detain you."
Right, like, you need some help. But anyway, these cops we know they're not good cops. They're terrible at their jobs.
It's Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
If they're worse than Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They're so bad, and they just get progressively worse with each season. So I can only imagine how they're going to be next season.
Hop's back. He's gonna kick him right in the ass.
But can Hop be back though?
Yeah.
But can he? Because how do they explain that?
I don't think he needs to. I think he just needs to show... Well, at least, like, not officially. I think those cops need to show up to something and Hop already be there and be like, yeah, I'm alive. Get the hell out of my way. And they will, because they're idiots. So, although this whole press conference does lead to the smartest thing Ted has ever said in the entire show.
Oh yeah, because we do see all of the parents of, like, our Hawkins crew and I mean, like Mike, we see Mike's mom and dad watching it. We see Dustin's mom watching it, and we see Lucas's parents watching it. And yeah, what does he say?
Where's the FBI? That's what I want to know. We have a serial killer on the loose.
They're
Smartest thing Ted's ever said.
The FBI is busy, giving us the plot of the show and torturing people. That's what they're doing.
That's not... Actually, wait, no, hold up. Because I think the FBI isn't even involved at this point.
I thought that's who that guy was.
No, I think that's the military. Because he's got military
okay, he's not
stuff.
the FBI.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, if anything, the people working for...
With Owens are more FBI.
Are closer to the FBI,
yeah.
It seems like. But you know what? If they are going to call the FBI, I know exactly who should be on this case.
Who?
Agent Dale Cooper. He would have this sorted out within a week. All he'd need is a nice slice of pie and a damn fine cup of coffee. And Hawkins would be sorted.
If he's got a cherry pie in that bag, we can't kill him.
He's got a cherry pie. I know a lot of people didn't like the Twin Peaks revival. I don't care.
That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part.
Yo, if he's got a cherry pie, we can't kill him.
Dougie and freaking Jim Belushi, they were the best.
Dougie Jones.
Sorry. I actually was one of the people who did not like the revival.
I loved it. It wasn't Twin Peaks, and I loved it.
No, that's why I didn't like it.
So, even after Jason's story about Eddie literally being in the boat when the murder happened, they name him the primary suspect, which is mind-blowing to me.
I'm so mad.
It's wild.
It makes me angry. And I literally had to tell myself multiple times watching this last night that Eddie is a fictional character, and it's like your feelings don't need to be this passionate, but I'm pissed, man. And this is my third time watching.
I don't know. I think it's perfectly legit. It's perfectly reasonable to have passionate feelings about a fictional character.
But like, I'm nuts.
I love that. So we finally see Susie's house.
Yes, but first and foremost, it's very important that I say this. Argyle cannot feel his butt.
Argyle, I can't feel my butt.
Argyle can't feel his butt.
Can you guys feel your butts? I can't feel my butt.
But yeah, we go to Susie's house.
And it's a war zone.
It is a house of crazy. House of crazy.
There's a kid with a Vincent Price stash filming his sister pretending to be murdered. And I'm like, that kid's gonna be something.
A child running around with war paint and a loincloth shooting people with dart arrows.
Yep. And just like everything related to the California story, for some reason, we get this weird ass adventure music.
It's like I'm in a Disney movie.
It is straight out of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
It's so tonally weird for everything that this show is. It doesn't work at all.
I just have to make sure I heard you correctly. Did you say tonally? Or...
Tonally.
Okay. Because I thought for a minute maybe like you got real nasally and we're trying to say totally and it came out like tonally. So I just wanted to make sure you actually said tonally.
No, tonally.
Also, Eden is Ali Sheedy from The Breakfast Club. Like, they literally modeled her off of that. They had to have.
Yes, and Argyle falls instantly in love, just as we all did the first time we watched The Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Who doesn't love her? Crushing up cereal on some bread with salt. Is it salt or sugar that she puts on? It's sugar. I think it's sugar. It's right, because the salt packets are short and these are like long.
Yes.
Okay. And the cereal's Captain Crunch, which is sugary anyway. Just add some sugar to my sugar.
She just didn't have anything better to do than to go to detention.
Anyway.
Then they gave her that terrible makeover where it's like, look, I'm normal. It's like,
normal.
and you're like significantly less attractive.
Yeah,
now.
you're not. But like, we liked you better when you were goth. Anywho,
getting into some non-Stranger Things stuff on this one.
I'm sorry. I'm having a lot of tangents.
Hey, me too.
Do you have any other notes about our first stop at Susie's house?
No.
Okay.
Because we go back to Russia.
We're back in Russia, where we just splashed... Whoa, we just splashed a plane.
We're tired. Guys, we're so tired. I just helped my brother-in-law move. Like, she had Evie all day. We're tired.
We just crashed a plane. Diction.
Everyone's fine.
Joyce and Mary are cool. It's chill.
Joyce has some blood coming down her face, but clearly it wasn't a big enough deal.
Mary's got a little cut. Like, he's all right. Even Yuri's not
Yuri
too
looks
bad.
fine.
Yuri looks fine. He's got and they took care of his head wound.
Yuri got the crap kicked out of him, and he looks fine.
He's cool. Joyce and Mary make me so happy. And, like, whoever's idea it was to put them together for the majority of this season, I thank you. Because they work together so well. They play off each other so well, and it just makes for, like, great TV. Like, they are fantastic together in every scene that they are together in.
They really are. They elevate the Russia story. They keep it interesting.
Yeah,
they really do. The way they play off each other talking to Yuri is just so entertaining.
That, like, good cop, bad cop thing, but they're both kind of bad at it. So they're, like, bumbling good cop, bad cop, and it's fantastic.
Well, you know what?
But it doesn't matter, because Yuri's just like, oh, like, he's scared. Meanwhile, they're just, like, making it up as they go along. But Yuri's like, oh god, I know, I will listen to you. Like, I don't want to get attacked by the bears. Like,
I feel like for the most part, Murray's actually fairly intimidating here, because he does a really good job of, like, because Yuri's like, oh, we will split the money. And he's like, oh, yeah, you get your cut, I get mine. Yeah, okay, well, we have nothing. Like, we don't have a deal. Are you insane? Right. And it's like, he's playing that really well. And Joyce is just like, yeah, like, right. I'm his hype man.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
And I mean, honestly, if Yuri's going to be afraid of either one of them, he should be afraid of Murray, because Murray kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. So we actually stay in Europe for the next scene.
Yes, we are still in Russia, because after
we stay in Europe.
That's all right. After we have that scene, we are back to the gulag, where we get some, like, EDM music.
That was weird. Yeah.
Where the prisoners are being led to a feast.
Yes, they are. And Hop is playing the guards right from the beginning. Yeah. If you know where the scene is going, it's very smart. You can watch Hop and see right from the get-go how he has already started planning what he's going to do next. Yeah. Because he's pretending to be drunk. If you watch the part where he, like, pretends to have gotten too drunk to sit in his chair and, like, falls over, you can even see, like, oh yeah, he stashed the liquor. Yeah,
he knows what he's doing, because he knows what he is, going to be thrown in to fight.
Yeah. Although I do think it's funny that he's like, I fought one of these before. It's like, no, you didn't.
You fought a baby version.
You fought a Demodog. You did not. You didn't. You never fought a Demogorgon, Hop.
No, you're not 11.
No, you're not 11.
Or Steve.
Or Nancy or Jonathan. Mostly Steve.
Steve
fights
Steve
it.
Fights it. Yeah. Yeah. Steve uses that nail bat.
Steve fights everything. Steve is always ready to square up.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
But yeah, Hop, you never fought a Demogorgon. Everything you're saying is correct, but come on, you're playing it up for them.
It was a baby one. You had a doggy form, not the big guy. He wasn't walking on two legs yet.
Yeah, you fought a demi-dog, buddy. Same general concept, sure, but it's a little different.
Yeah, his face still opens up, and he eats Dustin's cat.
Yeah. Jamie Campbell-Bower is so good.
I understand 11's frustration in this scene. Plinko's hard.
Yeah, 11's playing Plinko. She's like, I'm trying to make it go to the 3.
And I can't do it.
I can't do it. Or no, was it the 4? It doesn't matter. She's
no,
like,
it was the 3. It was the 3. And that's when Jamie Campbell-Bower, who is Henry /Vecna/1/Peter, because he is Peter the Orderly.
So many names.
Right? So many hats he wears. He, like, takes her under his wing and
tells her the story of one.
Kind of tells her the story of one. No, doesn't. He says that story's for another day.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But he tries to help her like hone her powers, and he basically does the same thing that 8 does. Getting her powers to come from a place of anger, a place of hate.
And it's very funny if you think about it, because it's like, we already resolved this.
Right.
We resolved this in season 2, but we want you to forget about season 2.
But no, but also not, but that wouldn't have happened, or you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
just, it's funny to rehash
this is before that. So like, he's telling it to her first, and then like, she's getting it reiterated to her in season 2, and then she realizes that she doesn't actually need that. But yeah, he also tells her that the woman that visited her was his mom, her mom, and
Papa lies.
Yeah, he says Papa lies. And she was like, and she's like, no, she was like, no, my mom died making me. And he goes, who told you that? And she says, Papa, who doesn't always tell the truth.
Yep.
So that's your, I just like, all the scenes between 11 and Peter are so great. They're just like so meaty.
It's very interesting though to me that she knew about her mother. And that's one of the memories that got locked away. You know what I mean?
No.
Because here we are finding out that at 8 years old, she found out her mother was alive. And she has all these memories locked away because they're associated with 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that memory didn't stick. Like, that one got locked away too.
Oh,
so she found out that her mother was alive, and then she locked that memory away. And then she found out her mother was alive again. Like, if you line it up from a timeline perspective.
Yeah.
And they also straight up showed the continuity error in the wrong rainbow room.
It was a different rainbow room. Because, unless they just remodeled or whatever. Because it looks like a completely...
It looked like a closet.
It looks like a completely different place.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like where they're at. Like, where they're at now looks very sterile and, like...
But we do know it's still Hawkins' lab.
It's still Hawkins' lab in both, but where they... Like, in the past, when she's, like, a little kid, it looks more like an office building where they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, and then now it's like, it's like a ward. It doesn't look...
Honestly, it looked more like an office building even back in season 1.
Yeah.
Like... You didn't see these bigger open spaces.
Yeah, it's because it's like a rec room.
Right.
That the rainbow room is.
Just a lot of playing fast and loose with a lot of established things. Like, we're gonna bring back the plot point from season 2 about finding power in rage. Even though we already resolved that. We want to bring it up again because, it's happening in the past, so it hasn't been resolved yet. So we can resolve it again. And then she can lock that memory away so that it can still be resolved in season 2. And bringing up her mom. But she learns about her mom. But then she locks away that it's her mom. And then she finds out later that it's her mom. It's very...
Sometimes I don't like doing this with you. Because you you punch holes in everything.
I'm not
You're
punching
a
holes.
Hole puncher.
I am a hole puncher. It's very good while you're watching it. But it's also very much... screaming in your face, forget season 2, forget season 2, forget season 2.
But it's not, because 8 gets brought up again, like later on in one of the other episodes, because
8 gets brought up again?
Mm-hmm. In one of the moments between 11 and Peter, he says something about this was before 8 left, or something like that.
Wasn't that the scene?
No.
Oh.
No, that's later on. I believe that's when he's telling her about
when they're talking about escaping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not like completely making you forget about her, because they feel like they're gonna freaking bring her back in season 5.
You're speaking through your teeth, and I don't think the mic is picking you up.
I said I feel like they're gonna bring her back in season 5.
There we go. They probably will.
Ugh! Okay. Anyway, do you have anything else to say about that scene?
I don't, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have gotten under your skin with that. It just...
No, it's
because of the
okay.
way we're watching this show, and I'm looking for how it all
You're-
connects. It's bothering me that it doesn't.
You're doing a better job about connecting than I am, because I feel like I'm just watching the show. And like I might write a good point here or there, but for the most part I'm just watching it and I'm like writing down what's happening so that I can like tell you the plot of the episode.
Yeah.
But Lucas figures out what Vecna's MO is, basically.
He does.
Because of Patrick, who he was kind of friends with on the basketball team. He was like, he came in with a black eye, and he said he fell, but like, I know something was wrong. And that's when him and Max are like, yeah, he's going after people who are hurting or have been
he has
hurt.
that line, like, I see you now.
Yeah.
Like, that was really hard. It was really hard knowing how this ends up. But like, same scene, like Steve telling Dustin, like, you're wrong. I know where we're going. Follow me. Steve is right a lot this season.
He is, yeah.
Like, Steve, more than any other season of the show, 4 is showing how he has grown into a leader.
Yeah.
And I really feel like at this point, he is Hopper from previous seasons.
Well, we thought that
I was so sure he was going to be a cop. I was so sure he was going to be a cop.
And then season 3 trailers came out and he was in a
Scoops
sailor
Ahoy.
uniform. We were like, well, I guess that theory's not true.
Yeah, nothing's coming out of that one. But yeah, like Steve really grew into a leader to the point where he can essentially fill the role of Hopper while still, being uniquely Steve and with all of his same character connections, but fulfilling that protector role that he had to play in previous seasons.
Yeah. I did want to go back to the people that are hurting thing real quick. It makes them easy targets.
It does.
There's no challenge for him with people who are dealing or have dealt with trauma, with the exception of Max.
It honestly makes me wonder if that trauma is necessary for a portal to form.
It might be. He needs people because they're easy to get to. It's easy enough to be like, well, you're not going to run away from me, so boop, you did.
Yeah.
Except for Max, because she figured him out.
She did.
That was all. That's all I wanted to say on that.
No, that's good. That's good. Oh, we also get Robin playing wingman here.
Yeah, Robin's talk with Nancy.
Trying to hook up Steve and Nancy.
And she's like, I'm just saying, like, you don't seem to be too jazzed about Jonathan right now, so.
Meanwhile, Nancy's like, you're my first female friend since Barb.
Since Barb. That actually was really sad when you said that to me when we were watching it yesterday. Like, oh, that's her first friend since Barb. I was like, oh, poor Nancy.
But also,
she needs a female friend.
But also, they're not going to kill off Nancy, so Robin, watch your back.
Oh my god!
People around Nancy die.
No! Don't put that in the universe!
I know. So, after this, we get Jason doing his whole crazy preacher thing at the town hall.
It's Pawnee!
Yeah.
We're not against you on this!
It's really, really irritating. For all the reasons that we talked about before, why he wasn't like a suspect or he wasn't detained. At any point, the cops could just step in and stop him.
Especially because after he has his like big thing and he gets all of the people in the at the town hall to like leave and like go after, and
he incited a riot.
Well, and the cop is like, if anybody is caught like infringing upon this investigation, you will be arrested, blah blah blah. Your main culprit of that is literally the one with the Letterman jacket and the microphone
standing in front
of you that you did nothing about. He is the biggest culprit of infringing your investigation, and you did nothing to stop him. So why should the rest of the town listen to you?
And like even a little bit later when they're in their car and Tweedledum is actually the one making sense, because he's like
they're making fun of us.
They're just driving around at night. They don't care. And the other one's like, stay calm. You guys stay calm. It's like, no, this idiot's right for once.
He's actually right.
You should be stopping people.
Yeah.
You should be putting people in jail.
Erica is the best in that scene because she like stands up and she's like, "It's a club for nerds," and her mom yells at her and she's just like, "I'm just stating the facts,
Not
like
just
it's
the
like,
facts,
it's the truth, you know." And he incites a riot and everybody's all up in arms. The cops do absolutely nothing, and Ted came for the refreshments.
Yes, Ted is holding donuts.
He's holding donuts.
To be fair, I would be too. You know. I
just
donuts.
think it's funny because like it pans to like the distressed look on the parents, and Ted's just like holding donuts in a napkin. Like, can we go home now? Like,
where's the FBI? I have my
donuts. Good gravy.
I think we should probably cut off after the next scene.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to talk about Susie's house.
Q? Okay.
First of all, Susie is probably the most intelligent character on the show, and she just believes the American Tendo story, which is very silly.
Right.
But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, she is incredibly smart, but is she okay? Is everyone in that house okay?
Right, are they all alright?
Are they all okay? Like, because maybe she is very easily tricked because she's incredibly smart, but also naive?
Right. There doesn't seem to be a mom anywhere, and Susie says that her dad is like always working. So it's just like children in this house.
Yes, all of these kids are calling their dad father. They're uber religious. There's presumably no mom because Eden is essentially acting mother at the moment.
Right.
Is everyone okay?
Like,
I'm a little worried about this house. Just a little bit.
Just a little concerned.
I kind of want to know that Susie's all right.
But Will pulls the Dustin card, and that's kind of what, makes her agree.
Yeah.
Because she will do anything for her dusty buns.
She will do anything for her
dusty buns. And you know what, Susie? So would I.
We love dusty buns in here. This is a dusty buns appreciation space if I ever saw one.
Has been, and it always will be.
Yeah. Love that kid.
We love dusty buns here.
Well, just as a, since we always tend to talk about something other than Stranger Things at the end of every episode, let's talk a little bit about Dusty Buns and Sweeney Todd. I got to see that.
I need to see it. I need to see it. His little brief performance
at the Tonys.
I was like, I need to see him. He sang a line.
He was so good. I need to see it. I really want to see it.
Also, Sweeney Todd is all over my TikTok right now. And I'm just like, I need to see the Groban be Sweeney. Because,
Hey, that guy who sang that Christmas song for Polar Express, he's Sweeney Todd now.
But now he's singing about, like, slitting people's throats with razor blades.
And spoiler alert, he sounds great.
Oh my god, he sounds fantastic. Incredible. Fantastic.
I mean, anybody who knows the guy knows he can sing, knows he's a great singer. But holy crap.
Sondheim is very challenging to sing, and, and it's not exactly like, friendly material that he's singing. Like, we all deserve to die. Like, some of the things that he said, it's just like, damn, you're doing so good.
I'm just saying, I'm waiting for the SNL where Josh Groban gets to host, and there's a skit where they mash up his Sweeney Todd musical with Stranger Things. And we get Josh Groban singing Stranger Things musical stuff in SNL. I think it'll happen. I'm pulling for it.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Just the facts.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that one, but all right.
I would love to see it. Love it.
Gonna have to get John Mulaney to write that skit.
He would knock it out of the damn park.
The Bodega Man can.
Who's this guy?
This guy.
Who orders lobster at a diner?
Closet!
All right. We're yeah, let's stop.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's end this before we go any more off the rails.
Signing off from the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. This is Zach Grubb
and Devin Grubb. Dusty Buns gets it done.